Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy these videos, please smash that like button, leave any comments, and if you click the bell, you'll be notified of future videos. The Beast of Bray Road, also known as Bray Road Beast and the Wisconsin Werewolf. It's a humanoid, wolf-like creature allegedly witnessed in or near the rural communities of Elkhorn, Walworth County in Wisconsin. It has since become a part of Wisconsin's folklore and has been the subject of multiple books and documentaries and a 2005 horror film. Named for the road on which it was first allegedly sighted, Bray Road reports of a creature in the 1980s, 1990s, which prompted a local newspaper to assign reporter Linda Godfrey to cover the story. Godfrey was initially skeptical, but later became convinced of the sincerity of the witnesses. Now, there are reports of a similar creature in the neighboring state of Michigan that also tell the tale of an alleged wolf-like humanoid, the Michigan Dogman. The Bray Wolf is described by witnesses as large, 6 to 7 feet, humanoid-style body covered in hair. A head resembles a wolf or a bear. It's reported to have been moving as on its 2 legs and also down on 4 legs. It was allegedly first sighted in the 1936, and then in the 1980s, it had made contact with a few people's vehicles, leaving long scratch marks on the doors and the trunks of vehicles. One witness stated she hit something while crossing Bray Road. She exited her vehicle to determine what she hit, and supposedly a large wolf-like creature with red eyes chased her back into her car, leaving claw marks on the rear passenger door. Sightings have been reported during daylight hours, with several witnesses saying they've observed a large wolf-like creature running on all 4s through the cornfields. I mean, this thing is all over the place. They have found partially eaten organs from animals. There's been a number of misidentified based animal theories, such as a large dog, a Newfoundland, something like that. It could be a hoax, any amount of things like that. There's a movie about it or a documentary, and I watched it on Amazon Prime. It's really well done by Linda Godfrey. So you might be interested in watching that. So let's get into the tarot card part of this. Now, this is Bray Road. It's just a normal country road, about maybe 4 to 5 miles long in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Allegedly, a few people have caught a beast on a webcam or a night security camera. So let's just see what happens. Now, there's something that weird right away that happened is, for one thing, I felt like I had to use completely different tarot cards, like tarot cards that I've had for 4, 5, 6 years and never opened up the box. So I had to open up the box. But the weird thing is one of these, this is like playing cards which have kind of weird quotes and pictures on them. And these 2 cards fell out. And this one is, even the devil needs rest, which I found to be a little weird. And this one says cosmic creatures, which I found to be weird. Because there was a theory that some of the cults, there were like satanic cults in the area. And it's a theory that they conjured up a demon. And then another guy claims to, on video, have possibly seen like UFO type things coming down. So this is going to be a very interesting sit down in your chair, we're going to go diving into this with tarot cards that I have really not used. So I don't even know the names of these cards. This one here has a picture like that on the back. So for one thing, I have not looked at these decks, so I don't know what I'm doing with these decks. If the artwork is weird, I'm just going to have to go by, well, I always have my go-to deck here. This, the Universal Weight, I keep it on hand, and I specially wanted it for this video tonight. All right, we're going to ask, look at how big this deck is. What is the creature of Bray Road, Wisconsin? What is it? These cards are hard to shuffle. The completed world. It's almost like it's from another dimension. The completed world. I wonder what deck this is. Judgment. There's some writing on here. It's almost like this is a map. Look at, do all these cards have that? Yeah, a lot of them do have that, so I'll just ignore that. This is judgment. And people would be judging it, that's for sure. All right, so people are judging it. Man, these things are thick. They're thick and they're hard. It's hard to know if I have just one. No, I got two in this one. What the hell is this? Like phases of the moon. This is like the stars. This is like phases of the moon. This thing is from another planet, according to this. This thing is from another planet, another dimension, according to this deck. But this is really hard to read. So let's put this deck aside. Go to our next deck. And let's ask our next deck, is this creature, why did it come? Like, how did it get to Bray Road? How did this creature get to Bray Road? Look at all the frickin' mathematics in the back. Somebody conjured it up. The Hierophant. That's the church. That's the church, but it's using mathematical formulas. It's like mathematics. It's like an equation. Like they knew how to do an equation. Mathematics and the church. This is like a close the door, or the doors are locked, or I'm not sure what that exactly is. Yeah, they conjured something up. There's their hand. There's the pentacle. They conjured something up from outer space. Was there a point where a church might have been involved in this? Not saying, this is for entertainment purposes only. Was a church involved in Bray Road werewolf? I mean, probably not, but that would be something to research. It's west of Church Road on a fertilizer farm on Highway 36, just west of Church Road. So anyway, this is definitely some type of order. So this could have been a cult. This could be a cult conjured it up, all right? A cult conjured it up. And what is it here to do? Is it here to do anything? Shit. Is that like eyeballs staring through there? Or snakes. It's serpent. It's got serpent energy. That's like serpents with eyes. It's the Emperor. Somebody conjured that up. And then I think at the time they maybe knew what they were doing. And then they ran like hell. Run! Huh. So, I'm just trying to think of these questions. Usually I prepare them ahead of time, but when I'm using decks like this, my whole thinking line is going in to the symbols of this deck. It was conjured up through some kind of formula that opened up a portal. It opened up a portal and let it through. Is it dangerous to humans? Is it dangerous to humans? Six of Swords. Wow. Here's energy coming around humans. They look afraid. The humans look afraid of it. She's in the bed with her child. She's holding her child and this light is coming over her. So this is the second time that's sacred geometry. And see the pentacle here? Pentacles are kind of witchcraft, Wiccan. Wiccan sent some kind of symbol up and it did a sacred geometry, opened up a portal, let this thing through. Now people are looking in their books wondering what to do about it. They're trying to research it. So let's go to another deck. Once again, this is so hard using decks that I have not used. This is getting to be interesting. If you guys think of any questions that I missed, let me know. Is this, can we kick this thing out? Is there a way to like get rid of this thing, send it back into the universe, like banish it? Is there a way to like get, is there a way to have this thing permanently banned? Oh shit, it's like attacking, it's like, and that's exactly what it's doing, is like attacking people or scaring people. She's scared out of her mind. What is that in the woods? Something back there in the woods watching her. But it's not answering my question if we can send it back. So I'm going to go to my, geez, what do I want to do here? I'm going to go to my go-to deck. Is it in our highest and best interest to try to banish this thing, to get it off the planet, close the portal? So there's something hidden. So there's something hidden with the High Priestess, but you can definitely have a plan. There's the Pentacles. There's the Pentacles. You can have, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Send it back up to the sky. Okay. Is that in our highest and best interest to do that? Is it in our highest and best interest to send it back up in the sky? As long as you don't get wounded in the process, which you could, because that's the Seven of Swords. It's got hidden protections within it. You have to know what you're doing. Okay. And is there any way to communicate? Wait, I'm going to grab another deck. Is there any way to communicate with this thing, or is it safe to communicate with it? Is there any way to communicate with it, and is it safe to communicate with it? What in the heck is this? looking at a house and there's a house. Okay. That's the pentacle. There again, it's a cycle. I wonder if it's a cyclical thing. That's a cycle or a portal. Oh, there's portal energy. I have to open up the portal. And there's High Priestess again. That's secret. That's keeping it a secret. Yeah, here's working with magic. The magician having all the tools to be able to channel it in. And there they are, focused on channeling it in. I got to ask a question. Is this thing extraterrestrial? Is this an extraterrestrial being? Is it an extraterrestrial? Like comes from another planet? Because that's what I'm kind of getting the idea. It definitely can go in and out of physical realm. What the heck is this? That just looks like another portal. Like it goes in and out of the portal. Okay. What would be the outcome if I attempt to communicate with it? A little bit unbalanced. Storm clouds are bad. Be prepared. Be prepared. Both these, he's got weapons in his hands, which aren't actual weapons. It's actually being prepared. I have a demon chaser with me. Is the demon chaser, does this allow enough protection? Oh, wow, a stone circle. So I have to set up an altar. Sacred geometry brings it in. Is this thing gonna be somewhat friendly? Is this thing gonna be somewhat friendly to communicate with, or just a nightmare? No, it tries to scare people. All right. So I probably don't want to communicate with it. What do I want to do? What is the intent? What is the intent of it? Does this creature have some kind of intention from the stars? All right. So the extraterrestrials, or whatever this thing is from, can they take it back? Here, have it back. Oh, I don't know if we want it back. Can't you guys keep it there? We kind of don't miss it. That's weird. Checkered floor, checkered floor, checkered floor. Checkered floor means there's many belief systems, because this isn't like Masonic Freemasonry. So this thing could be more than just Wisconsin, because it covers more than one belief system. Is this thing worldwide somehow, or? Okay. So a portal opened, and it is from the stars. So it's got like an extraterrestrial or cosmic kind of energy. So this is so strange. I'm running out of questions here. Wait a minute. I have an extraterrestrial deck. What's the purpose of this thing from the other side? What is the purpose of this thing when it goes back out to the galaxy? UFO. It's part of a extraterrestrial type of being. Okay. So it's definitely extraterrestrial in nature. Okay. So, wow. The people listening to this right now, hey, I've got a Martian deck. It's kind of just funny. but I just feel like pulling a card on it. I just got it. I just broke it out of the box. Let's pull a Martian card on this Bray Wolf being. What do the Martian cards say about it? This should be kind of funny. The fire element. Warrior, passion, fearlessness. Here's a person, and there's fire energy around it. And supposedly it had glowing eyes. I don't know if I have a picture of it. Supposedly it has glowing red eyes. I don't have a picture of the glowing red eyes. But this is a pyramid. And I've got a pyramid. I do have a pyramid. Whoa, that was beautiful. Is there something to do with the pyramid with this thing? Is there something to do with the pyramid? Is that how the portal got open? This thing is, it's hard to pull a card out of this. The grays. Organized and intimidating. Look at the grays. Now, it might not be a gray, but it's definitely intimidating. That's the word that is coming to me. All right. So, I'm going to ask, move my pyramid. What do we have to know about the Bray Beast right now? What do we have to know about it? This is a spiritual card. This is a portal energy. It comes down through the portal. We definitely know that's true now because there's a lot of cards. Whoa. Oh, shit. It's demonic. And that, remember the card that first fell out? Even the devil needs rest. This thing is demonic. And it feels like it's gone through many, many lifetimes. It feels like it's been here a long time. And it's intimidating to human beings. Do you think this is where the belief of the devil from the Bible came from? Is something that people didn't know how to describe? Something like this that they saw and it just got named the devil because it chased people around? Is that possible? Has this been on the planet for a long time? There you go. People have been battling it for a long time. He's got his sword there, the weapon. Ugh, this thing looks creepy. It's trying to control human beings. How can we protect ourselves? With our spiritual tools. This is the King of Wands. And this is the King of Swords. We're getting two kings. Oh, look at he's wearing sacred geometry. God, he's got two dragons here. Wait a minute. Are those dragons? Yeah, those are dragons. Could dragon energy abolish this? Because dragons are multidimensional. Would dragons be able to abolish it? Wait. I got dragon tarot cards. Let me go get them. Would dragons be able to banish all these things from the earth? All of them. Would dragons be able to banish them? The wheel. Oh! God, that scared the shit out of me. Look at that, like weird, like hand in the book. It's like you got to know what you're doing. It's like follow the books, follow the ancient rituals. Okay. So it's almost like a satanic ritual might have brought it, and it's going to take some kind of ritual to banish it. The dragons might be able to help. So the humans can call upon the dragons, but I'm not convinced that the dragons alone can do it. It feels like there's some other ritual. Here's a feather. Here's a book following some other kind of ritual. Wow. You know, I just didn't think that this would go down this road like this. Pretty weird. And let's ask another deck. This is Dark Mirror. Because I'm assuming now that this thing, because of all the devil cards, I am assuming that this thing is somewhat demonic and evil. So I never use the Dark Mirror cards unless I am asking a question about something very dark. What's the core energy around this thing? What's the core energy around this thing? Anger and chains. It's trying to trap humans. Chains are fear, trap. It's angry. That's red. Anger is fire energy. The temple of my body. It's trying to control humans. It's trying to take... Wait a minute. Is this thing kind of what the priests have to, what do you call that? Exorcisms? Are they having to do exorcisms on this thing? The priests? Is this the kind of thing that the priests have to do exorcisms on? Is that why the church got involved? Here's energy, here's strength, and it's almost like the priests have to be strong and they're like forcing the lion's mouth open, and the lion is a beast from the stars, and they've hidden it from us. This is that hidden information. They've hidden it from us, from the humans. Oh my. I wonder if these things are the reason that the priests have to be trained in exorcisms. So I am always so solution oriented that I just feel like is there crystal skulls that can play a role in this? Is there crystal skulls that can play a role in this? And this looks like could be crystal dishes, because there's no really crystal skull card in tarot. And look at that thing. That looks demonic again. What would be the outcome if I put a crystal skull on this? It's gonna try to hide, I bet. King of Coins. So there's other tools that have to be used. This is an altar. This is the pyramid and like some kind of a grid, and there's other tools in here. Now we've really gotten that this needs to have some kind of a sacred altar done, and with a whole process. This is not going to be simple to get rid of this thing. All right. So is there a way to ask the universe what the purpose of these beasts are? For it's humans battling, fighting, battling. God, there we got the checkered floor. It's almost like they're playing human beings. They're playing with the human beings. Why? Humans can't see them because you can't see what's under the water. Wounding humans. Pattern of woundedness. These things are ancient. All right. Well, I don't see a solution to this thing, but what would be the outcome if I personally went to Bray Road? It's not that far from me. What would be the outcome if I personally drove to Bray Road? Would I be able to conjure this thing up if I personally drove to Bray Road? Oh yeah, I could open up a portal. That might not be pretty though. And there's the planet. I would see a ship. Jesus criminy, that's a UFO. Most likely I would see a ship. There I am. There's the UFO. Wow. I think I'm going to have to do it. It would open a portal, but there's also a ship. I would see a ship. I would see a UFO. What would happen then? Ace of Swords. That's having power. That's being in battle mode. This is kind of like waiting for results, and then this is like battle mode. Well, folks, this is going to be interesting. I don't know what to tell you about this beast, but there's beasts like this all over the world, and I think we definitely have to pay attention to this. It's something that I'm going to probably do a second video on. I'm going to do a little more research on this, and then I'm actually going to ask Spirit to communicate with higher levels so we can determine exactly what the role of these beasts are, and if there's any kind of solution or what to do with these things in the future. If there's anything you know, let me know.